Hello, everybody, and welcome. I am Infrit, and welcome to some more of Hogwarts Legacy. Been busy today. Usually I start this a little sooner, but lots of changes are gonna start taking place. My first day at my new job is going to be Monday, actually. Get to be up bright and early at 8:45 over there. So I'm hoping that it does not interfere with my stream schedule. If it does, I will be very, very keen on letting everybody know, like, hey, here's what my schedule is going to be. Here's what it is going to like happen and everything. But everybody will be notified when all of this takes place. So nobody worry, I do plan on still being here with you all and making all of this work. But I wanted to thank you on joining me on this adventure. And by the way, when I thank you for joining me on this adventure, I don't just mean the game. Like, it is cool that I can kind of tell you guys, like, hey, like, here's stuff that's going on, and here's what's going on with my life and everything. So I wanted to thank you for all of that. You know, everybody who's, everybody who is, out there and kind of following along with everything as far as like me, doing the classwork and me getting the job and everything like that. You know, I like being able to update you guys and everything. Another small update actually. Have a buddy of mine who came back, and yes, it's the one who had the issue with the dog, but yeah, he's showing up again, wanting to play games, and I don't know how to handle that one. I'm still kind of deciding what I want to do there, because it's just kind of like, well, like, I'm doing this now, and I don't know, I feel like I owe it to myself to kind of focus on what I want to, you know? But that's pretty much, that's pretty much everything that's kind of going on, and it's no problem, Archer. Like I said, the whole point is to you, like, I appreciate everything you do, so like I want you to like do things kind of nonchalantly and relax, cause like I said, I want this to be nice. I appreciate it, 100%. But yeah. Anyway, with all of that taken care of, yeah, I got done. I just got done with more of my classwork and everything. Believe it or not, like you know, I'm kind of doing like a couple hours of my classwork every day, and then I'm streaming for you guys. And usually, like, if I get off as far as like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, usually that's when I eat dinner, and then I get back on, if that tells you like how much I'm enjoying streaming for you guys right now. Um, you know, but that's usually how my schedule kind of goes. So I just got done with classwork. I did another portfolio thing for the cybersecurity, and this is all like using SQL and all of that still, but I'm kind of proud of myself actually, because like the portfolio, like you use the same like labs for like the assignments, but like they're completely separate things. So like it'll give you a problem like for instance, one of them was like, oh hey, like this scenario, you are trying to get all the information for employee machines uh, that are not in IT, because IT already has like the security update that they want to go ahead and push. So we need all the information on these machines and whatnot that are not part of IT, and it gives you like, okay, like you've got two data sets and the columns and everything like that, but the fact that I know how to navigate it and how I can tell this program to essentially give me this information exactly how I want it is cool. Like, just the moving parts in it is so fascinating to me. Like, I love the fact that I have impressed myself with it. For instance, like, for what I was saying, the solution that I put was, so, it comes in like select from where it's a certain format, but essentially the entire format is select asterisk, which that is like one line. So like breaking it down, that is one line, and that returns all information. So you can select to only have certain columns from a data set like applied, and then from, and that's your data set. And in this case, you had, I did some stuff with login attempts too, but in this case, I needed employee machines. So from, employees. And then the next one, is where you're pretty much, it's like, hey, like, this is what you're limiting. So pretty much I put in there, where not department equals information technology, which pretty much says anything that is not information technology, that's what I want. And the cool thing is, what makes me like really proud about all this is it was just completely on my own like volition and everything, because like I kind of put myself in like the shoes of like an IT specialist, well, not an IT specialist, but a cybersecurity analyst. And I was like, okay, what are they using this information for? Okay, like this update. Okay, so I went in a completely separate line that it didn't even talk about using, which is order by. So I put in order by, and I did department and then office. So it gave the information organized by the department that they were in, and then by like what office building they were in, so that it was all like organized and everything. So at the end of my portfolio thing, it was like, yeah, like not only can I fucking use SQL decently well, but I took it upon myself to realize what this information was being used for and then organize that data in an efficient manner. And like pretty much I just had, all I did as far as like searching things was a couple of like very small things. Like you have to use like single quotation marks on like certain lines, but you don't have to do them in others. But like it was just really neat that it was like, oh hey, like I know what I'm doing to a degree that I can take extra steps. Like it might not seem like a whole lot, but like that is really fucking cool that like I'm thinking that way. So it was really neat, and I'm very happy I get to share that with you. But without further ado, we're gonna get into the game. But yeah, what we are doing right now is we just got done doing a couple of, we just got to the winter season. So we are going to turn in a couple of the side quests that we finished, and something cool I know, yesterday was very, very freaking boring, okay? I am very well aware that it was not the most entertaining thing. But I want you guys to take a look at something real quick. Do you see, as far as collectibles, there's nothing. There is nothing left to collect on this side of the map. There's dens. There's dens, and there's like shops, and there's the little homesteads and everything. But there's no Merlin trials. There's no like, enemies of renown. There are no camps left to do. This entire side of the map is done. I think maybe we could search like the coast here. Oh wait, no, that's on the, yeah, that's past this. So yeah, no. We've cleared more than half the map. Right? So we still have all of this over here when the time comes. But we are clearing, like... I am unintentionally 100%ing this game because I have fucking ADD. So, that happened yesterday. So I do plan that everything on this side of the map will start getting, like, very much quicker as far as, like, side stories. I would also like to say, just for record issues, I do have it tagged that I have ADHD. As far as like listening to like conversations, that gets a little hard. Like there are holes in my memory of what happens and everything. So, do I get the most lore? No. But like, it's hard to keep up with my brain. And like I like interacting with you guys. And I don't like to just sit still. So like right now, I'm talking to you guys even though they're having a conversation. So if this is something important, I'm not gonna know what happens. So, but still, pretty much she's thanking us. That's all I need to know. Summary, boom. I'm Elon Musk. Tell me in 5 seconds or I'm walking away. But no, I have been trying to like kind of pay attention to multiple different things, and with all the hardware stuff and everything like that, I'm also doing like resource monitoring management, and I've got new upgrades with my hardware. Like, it is a lot. So try not to blame me if I completely have missed out on something important with the story. Like, personally, like I'm doing this so that, you all can like participate in the story and like make fun of me for being an idiot. So I hope you guys have had fun with that.
Just a measly old troll, nothing significant.
Just a measly old troll.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry.
We did kind of murder him.
No one has been in that tomb for centuries. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
But yeah, now with all the updates out of the way, we are going to continue this. I am going to try to like be a little bit more about all this. Okay, if the screen freezes,
thank you again for what you did.
there we go. Yeah, sorry if the screen froze or the audio dropped. I was actually moving one of my screens around. For anybody who is interested, as far as my setup, I just figured out that I think I had my SSD attached to a USB 2 versus a USB 3 port, so I'm hoping that it goes faster. I installed God of War, just to see what it would do. It seemed like it took a long time as far as like the download and everything, and then it hit install. I was like, Jesus Christ, like this seems a little bit slow. And then all of a sudden it just jumped from like 6% to 100%. It was like, God damn. And then I switched it to the USB 3 port. So I am hoping this means that like we're gonna have some real good like fun times. I played it a little bit just to check for stability stuff. It's fucking smooth as hell. My CPU fan sounds like it wants to go ahead and take off, but 0 to 100 real quick. Yeah, it was insane. But now it should be attached to the correct port, and like we're all good. On that front anyway. Hopefully. Let's see, Professor Hogwarts assignment. We want Bombarda, yes. But yeah, so that all got taken care of. Let's see, as far as my setup goes, I'm running a dual monitor setup, right? I was doing this even before like all my hardware upgrades, but trying to figure out why like they're stuttering and everything. I have got like on my other screen, like what you see like currently, that is all like one screen of mine, save for my webcam. On my right side, I have got OBS, and I've got my chats, and I've got my activity feed, and all of my stats, on top of all my resource management software going. So I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 screens, not including the game, that act as my dashboard. Just trying to give you guys a decent product, I know. Like, I know my face is decent enough, right? Punch me a couple times, it can only improve it. But anyway, no, there is a lot going on. So if I do seem distracted, if I'm not catching all of the story, chances are I'm probably not. Shit is getting there. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, I improved this game. I haven't transferred this game over to the new SSD yet, but I'm still learning, and the fact of the matter is like, I did improve the stability of this, and I probably could move it, but I don't know, I've already gone this far. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to like keep this one on my regular SSD and just kind of keep going, and once I get this completed, everything from here on out is going to go onto the new SSD. And, that way I can partition this one to use as VRAM if, like, my thing uses it, wants to use it, because that's what it was doing to my regular hard drive. And if I do that, if I page that out that way, I've got 3 hard drives paging out for VRAM. So we should not have any kind of stuttering. Knock on wood. But, that's the idea. Oh wow, I don't think I even waited. Like, I think I literally just sat here and waited, and the game time, literally in that moment, was like the perfect moment, and it switched to like daytime. That is perfect. See, it's all meant to be. All meant to fucking be. It's fucking fate, guys.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I completed your assignment,
Oh yeah,
Professor.
like, the amount of research I've done to try to figure out what was wrong and the software I've had to do and like the time I put into, you know, like getting all this. All day yesterday I was running around getting like the adapter and freaking the cords, because get this, the fucking thing, like the cord it comes with is like, it requires 60 watts and it can download, well, it can read and write file transfer at 20 gigabytes a second, right? But trying to find a fucking like adapter and a cord and everything that I needed like was impossible. Okay, like, so I went to a computer repair shop and luckily I got like this tiny little adapter. So it's plugged in a way that I'm not proud of, but it's working is the point. But
I will, Professor.
yeah, it's all working and everything, but I did go through a whole bunch of stuff yesterday to try to get it, and then today I woke up, I started installing some stuff for, you know, trying to see if there were any stability issues. So far, like, it's all fucking good. Like I said, God of War ran good, but, like, save for the paging and the partitioning and everything like that, I haven't changed anything with this game, because it's like, fuck, if it's not broken, don't fix it, you know what I mean? So, we're gonna go through, and we're just gonna keep this pretty much like this for until the very end of this playthrough, and then afterwards, like, we're gonna see if that this upgrade is gonna be good.
Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins. But so far, everything is going very, very well.
Excellent one. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Okay, we're gonna see what extra dialogue she has real quick, just
Might
for a
I
second.
have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
It's
I
magic,
was wondering
yes.
what inspired your interest in magical beasts?
Are you considering some sort of profession in the field?
I haven't decided quite yet. But
Honest to
think
God,
I'm
I
magical
think
beasts
that's how my
are
life
fascinating.
works too. I have no idea how it
You did
actually
seem
works.
to
It's
engage
fucking
well with the
magic.
beasts in class. I believe that when choosing a path, particularly of a scholarly nature, one must take into account both one's enthusiasm for a particular subject, as well as how one may best serve the students to whom one is obligated.
You know what would be really magic though is if, like, say, you know, some entity decided it's like, oh yeah, like his brain does not work properly, so like he probably like cannot like live like normally. Like maybe he needs some, like, I don't know, like government assistance so that he can get by without torturing himself. Nah, that'll never happen. I think that goes beyond magic and goes into the realm of fucking miracles. But nah, it's fine. I will supplement my like inability to make a decent wage via streaming.
Hence, I went to find it.
Providing entertainment and services. Nah. What is alchemy?
What type of beast is an alchemy?
It is a spectacular
Ah.
beast. A feathered winged serpent-like creature that can grow
Yeah, no, like,
or shrink to
pretty
fit a
much,
particular
I've got
shape.
family who like pretty much sits there. It's like, you've got this worse than I do. Like, what is going on? They urge me to talk to like lawyers and everything like that. But when I talk to like, say, therapists and everything like that, what they are pretty much telling me is like, I ended up in a really messed up gray area where, like, because I didn't get help like early on, I figured out how to kind of just like deal with everything that I got going on. So therefore, it doesn't count as like a disability, because like, even though it's worse than some people who are on it, I have better ways of coping with it. So it's just like, okay, so like, because I'm successful, I have to fucking like, I don't get, you know, help. And they're like, yeah, pretty much. I'm like, fuck me.
It was.
But
After
whatever.
a few
You know, we don't
days,
always
knowing
choose the
that
cards we are
parents
dealt. We
grew
just simply play them to the best of our
increasingly
ability.
annoyed in my
But,
absence, I found what little remained of the wizard egg trader.
you know,
He was
it's
near
alright.
free
Like,
though.
I'm still having a good time. You know, I have little reservations, but, you know,
What did you do with them?
Nothing.
I am finding my happiness. Let me put it that way.
Can provide for wizard
And like, I do
protective
adore,
clothing,
like this, like I said, I have just started streaming. We're getting ready to go into week 3, and like,
life.
Dude, I'm telling you, like with my depression and everything, I was having trouble with like I didn't know what made me happy anymore. I didn't know what to do.
Right over my head.
Uh,
Breathtaking.
Blackjack on
She
luck.
then seemed
If a
so
no, I somehow managed to, I was playing blackjack and I busted on the first hand.
Indeed.
Which means, like, that's impossible, but, a bad thing happened because, like, I don't know the analogy to use here, but no, I am happy and everything. Like, now that I have streaming and that's added the extra layer on to, like, all of my gaming stuff, like, I'm all good. As long as my PC stays alive, I'm all good. I am happy, I've got this job coming in, I'm doing, like, my schooling and everything like that. Given an absolute worst case, the military is essentially saying, what do you want to be when you grow up? I am good. I am good. Just dealing with the anxiety and the depression isn't fun, but, like, other than that, I am all kinds of fucking good. Very lucky, actually. Like, somehow everything has somehow, like, kind of fallen into its own place, Like, everything I'm doing here, hell, I mean, yeah, I'm fucking streaming for, like, 8 to 12 hours a day, but, like, this is all just happening naturally and fluidly. Like, it is actually amazing to watch as everything kind of grows and escalates into, cool stuff, and then, yeah, we're gonna be using Bombarda a lot, so we're taking that. But, oh yeah, 100%, man. Like, this is where it starts, man. Like, you get that nice, like, foundation type of deal. Like, the followers, all you have to do is stream. Stream, be lively, and everything like that. The followers will come, regardless, really, of what you're doing. Just because people, like, look what you're doing. Some people click in, follow, move on, just because. But, like, no, everybody who has so far come in, stayed, interacted with me a little bit, has been here for the long term. There's not one person who has had, like, anything negative to say about all this. There's not one person who has, the people who have come and gone are essentially people who come in without any interest in actually being a part of this. They just want to sell me a picture. And, like, that's it, But anybody who's interacted with me, they're all here still. And obviously everybody has lives and everything like that, so they can't be here 24/7, but, like, they touch base with me on a daily basis, And, like, you can't beat that. Like, you guys, like, as far as you, Caesar, I've got Archer, I've got, Toby, I've got, well, I haven't seen Sarah Jane lately. She saved my fucking Heart Space run and then just, like, never came back. So I think she's only interested in that one. But no, I've got a lot of people, like, in my corner. And Geek, god damn it. Fucking Geek's gonna be like, oh, you listed me last, I'm never gonna hear the end of it. But no, like, these are, like, my foundation, The followers will come, and we're building something awesome here, We tell our friends, they'll tell their friends type of deal. We just gotta keep doing fun stuff. And, like, I'm always adding new ideas. I'm always going crazy. And as far as, like, my team and everything goes, here's hoping she comes back. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure they will, Once they, get into the community and everything, like, where it's, like, one or two of us, like this, where it's Lex and everything, like, yes, I can interact with people. But, like, when we had, like, 5 to 8 people, man, chat was going nuts. Like, it was very, like, nice, where, like, I could just play the game and I could chime in when I could. Chat was, like, handling its own entertainment for a minute. It was, oh, it was nice. That's what it should be, and that's what I'm hoping for in the future, is, like, at least, like, above 5 every time I stream, which we're getting close to that, I think our average right now for total in streaming, so, I've streamed for over 100 hours so far, and our average right now is, like, 2.6 people per, like, stream. Hell yeah. But yeah, that's the idea, is, to keep on growing all of this, to, have the tavern be where, like, everybody can come and play and, have a good time, if we can even turn this, you know, if we do like get into like MMOs and everything like that, imagine turning like, you know, the tavern into like the meeting place for where we like go out and like do shit, you know.
We now have the perfect
Um,
place for those thestrals.
you know, there's a lot of fucking like neat stuff that can happen, and like, yeah, you're here right now. You're here at the beginning. You can literally sit here, join me, and freaking hear every step of it, because I'm not hiding anything. Like any other streamer out there who's just like, holy shit, 2 weeks, he has 25 followers and he's got a foundation. What's going on? They can literally go to YouTube and just look through all of my videos and be like, oh hey, this guy has no fucking idea what he's doing. Like, I could do this so much better, and then like implement something, you know? Like, I'm not hiding anything. Which what that tells me is like, dude, this is all literally just, I guess people like my personality. And that's cool. Like, that is actually really fucking cool to kind of find and learn, you know? You know, there was that old famous saying where, you know, do what you love, you will never work a day in your life. Like, this does not feel like work. This feels like I'm having a good time every single day. I'm chilling and hanging out with my friends, you know. In some cases, I think some of my like current friends are actually kind of like getting mad that I have something that I actually like enjoy doing to such a degree. Like, it's insane. Kind of sad as far as like the friends go, but yeah, you know, when I first started this, I kind of wanted them to be a part of it, and it's a little heartbreaking for me that they're not, but like at the same time, it's like, well, what can you do, you know? Puff skiing, I forgot. I had them. I think the moon calves. That's right. I needed to switch out from male. I gotta figure out all of what I have in my other fucking vivariums, though. But yeah, no, everything is very much coming together. With all of this, and pretty much, you know, and like I said, all I do is I come on here and I game, like, legitimately, like, you know, I do maybe a little bit more, like, animation, like, as far as, like, moving around and whatnot, but other than that, I just play my games like I normally play, you know, like, I'm not doing anything out of ordinary for, like, when I would normally play a game.
I mean you no harm.
Yeah, we want to add the unicorn, because we found another unicorn. And then we wanted to also... Okay, so we got mooncalves here. Female, male, male. Do we have another... Okay, we don't want... We're trying to reliably have, like, 1 male and 2 females for breeding purposes. Later on, I know that sounds fucking terrible and fucked up, but, like, I don't know how else to put that. Okay, so, like, what we're looking at right now, we've got 2 females, 1 male mooncalves. Did I get another rare mooncalf? I don't think I did. I don't think I have another rare in here. Oh, I fucking do. Niffler. Fucking nifflers. Love them, but God. But, no, it's all coming together. I'm super proud of what we've achieved so far, and I cannot wait to see where this completely goes, man. Like, I'm riding this, like, as long as you guys all let me. Okay, we got unicorns, floopers. Yeah, unicorns, mooncalves, floopers, and hippogriffs here. And then in our second one, we've got thestrals. Yeah, we've got thestrals, nifflers. We do have to switch out that one niffler. Can't forget that, so we're
Everything's all right now.
going to take that niffler in. Add that one instead. I believe that was the last one. Okay, so we've got male, female, 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 male, female, female, male, and kestrels. Yeah, we were going to switch out the kestrels, that's right. Move that to inventory. And we have a male kestrel right there. Cool. So we got that. And then in the other one, we have the puffskeins. So that means we need the jabberknolls. Okay, yeah, the jabberknolls are the only other one that we need to throw in the other one for right now. Because we still need space for the phoenix and the graphorn. Let's see, you found the puzzle. But yeah, like pretty much the pieces will come. Like with with everybody that's working on it, like with you know the foundation that I have, I mean I've got access yep, 100%. If you saw, we have everybody's in here. I'm going to give you one as well. I'm still trying to get a read on your personality though to decide like what magical creature you are. But everybody else, as far as my core, like they have one. I don't know if they've noticed yet, but like yeah. But yeah, it is coming. Okay, we have 3. Okay, yeah, so we have the dire claws. Male, male. We need a female in here of the dire claw. Right? Okay, no, we have it. Okay, we're probably gonna omit the puffskeins in order to make room for the I'm glad I could be of service. Like I said, if I find anything like that, I try to kind of like implement stuff. Like, you know, I think Geek found out yesterday that like, you know, I'm trying to find that balance between like messing with you guys like just enough type of deal, but like not too much, you know. I am trying to like kind of practice for when I do have like a bigger like chat going for sure. Like I do plan on things it's all exponential, right? So like, you know, the more viewers we have, the higher up on pages we end up getting. The higher up on pages we end up getting, the more people will click on our stuff, which means the faster it'll all grow, you know. So yeah, like I've started the snowball. It is going to start going pretty nuts here. Like once it hits a certain threshold, it's like goes beyond the point of no return. But yeah, I think Geek found out yesterday that like I have to kind of have a certain decorum and I can't really I guess compromise said decorum. But I do try to find ways to like kind of shout out to the people who have been there, and that's going to be one of them. Is like if I find a way to go ahead and you know, do that more often in different ways, like I'm always going to. But dude, okay, you can make that jump. Done, sir. I placed something on the server that will satiate your need. Ha. Oh, hello, Geek. We weren't talking about you or nothing. God damn it. But thank you, Archer. Yeah, that way all I wanted is so that I can just go on there and be like, hey, I'm streaming at 3, and I don't have to worry about you know, explaining, hey, like, you know, this is you know, Eastern or Western or whatever. Like I want to put that and just people know it's like, okay, he's talking about ET because it's posted right over here. Damn it. We need to get up there because there's a chest. But no, Geek, like, you guys are my core. You guys are my foundation. So, yeah, I want to be able to mess with you, but I also just, like, you know, and Archer can tell you, like, I very much, like, freak out over, like, small, stupid shit, like, you know, decorum and how to carry oneself and everything. So, I just try to be careful, I guess is the way I should put that, you know. And it's better for me to get in the practice of it when it's small rather than when it's big. Because you guys won't hold anything against me. Well, you guys won't hold most things against me, I should say. Wink. God damn it. But, Nah, I am trying to figure all of this out. Let's see, so you don't pay me enough to tell people. Okay, you're gonna have to expand on that one. What do you mean? You're supposed to handle marketing. Your job is to tell people. God damn it. And then, well, I was addressing, you know, I'm sorry. I had to figure out what's wrong with my team first. I know, he's taking control of the damn chat. Okay, what is it, Geek? Yes, my good friend, Sir Geek. Geekington. I feel loved. I acknowledge your acknowledge. I acknowledge your statement. We pay you in apples. Huh. But no, I love all of you guys. Like, if you don't, that is why I end every stream with saying it. And I'm gonna mess with you and say that you guys need to, like, kind of grow up a little bit and become less needy as time goes on, but it's okay. We'll get there together. But no, when I do, like, I'm very strange. I'm very strange when it comes to, like, those kinds of statements. If you guys didn't know, maybe this is a little too in-depth for you, but, yeah, I'm actually, demisexual. Like, I'm actually closer to, like, asexual than anything. So, like, I don't know. Words of affirmation and everything are kind of, like, strange for me. And not strange in, like, oh, like, you know, I just have a strange mentality of them. And it doesn't matter if it's, like, a romantic thing or anything. It's just the word itself is kind of like a, I wouldn't say a nails on the chalkboard kind of, like, reaction, but it's just kind of like, I'm careful about it. More careful than what most people are. So, keep this in mind. Oh no, I know you're good, Caesar. It's Geek with his, like, very fragile ego that I keep having to stroke. That's what I'm referencing here. We had a whole argument yesterday over this. But that gives you some kind of, like, I know we're joking, but I do want you guys to also understand, like, yeah, I just want you to understand, like, you know, all jokes aside, like, I am a certain way, and, like, you know, that's going to bleed out in my streams every now and then. So, like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it did put me on the spot. I need to be ready for that, but it was kind of like, man, I don't know how to react to this, because I really don't want to, like, compromise who I am as a person just to, like, get followers, you know what I mean? I know you're not going anywhere. You know, don't think it's like, oh, yeah, like, you know, I'm worried about that. You know, but it's... Yeah, it's, I don't know, I figure it's gonna come up later, and I might as well just, sort of get it out of the way now. My god, I'm gonna have to start, like, a counter of how many times I get dead called while I'm trying to fucking stream, because this is getting fucking ridiculous. I had 40 missed calls from dead calls the other day. Like, literally, I made one... I answered one phone call, and they were like, hey, are you interested in some of your college credits transferring? And I was like, yeah. So I talked to him a little bit, and holy shit, the next fucking, like, couple of fucking weeks has been... phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call. I need to figure out how to fucking get my shit off, Yeah, I need to find some way to get my information out of their hands, because it's honest to God fucking with my life. Like, I had to call the people who are trying to reach out to me about this job, and pretty much tell them, it's like, look, like, I'm sorry, like, I know you said that, like, I'm supposed to be getting an email, but I can't fucking find it. I have fucking, like, over 100 emails from these fucking people that I don't want to hear from, and, like, it's just gone. So they literally had to send it while I, like, you know, clicked on it right then and there, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten the information. Oh, I don't worry about that too much, you know, if you want, just call me asshole. No, Nah, I'm still like male pronouns and everything. I never kind of agreed with the pronoun thing. Like, not gonna lie, you know, it's just. Okay, agreed is a very bad thing. I wasn't raised like in a household where that was kind of a thing. You know what I mean? So it's still kind of an awkward thing to follow. Like, man, how do I put this without fermenting my character really bad? I'll call it as I see him, you know, like if I know that you want to be called something, like sure, I'll go ahead and, you know, try to do it, but at the same time, like, I believe there's like a understanding of like, hey, we all know what we look like, and you know, you can't be so like stuck on yourself, that you like rip into somebody for like making that mistake. Let's see, oh, just call me Infrit. Let's see, yeah, just call me Infrit, 100%. Can I call you? Oh no, hold on. That was while playing Archer, call me. Ha, okay. I see how it is. Geek is casting a wide net, and here I thought he was like coming on to me real bad, and I was actually feeling bad. Well, hell, now my fucking conscience is clear, bro. I'm good to fucking go. Like, nope. We're all good. But yeah, you all can just call me Infrit. That is perfectly fine. I will probably end up saying my real name on accident at some point. I am trying to keep that, like, down low right now out of practice. Like I said, I'm kinda doing all of this as, you know, while it's small, I can go ahead and practice a little bit. When it gets larger, though, I'm gonna be thankful that, like, I'm already in that mindset of, don't say your name. Like, don't, you know, don't DOS yourself or whatever the hell it's called. But yeah, I'm working on all that, you know, practicing. Let's see, geek to geek. Oh, okay, yeah, hold on one second. Shit, what vivarium did I leave you in? I think I left you in the nighttime one. Hold on, I can find you real quick. Very easy. There's Steph, there's Archer. Oh shit, did I? Okay, you know what, I'm gonna put... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought you were talking to Archer about, like, your name on the Discord or something. So it's just like, oh, I don't have to worry about that. There you are, look at you. There you are, sir. Happy that I can be of service. And I'm still trying to figure out... I think I know. I think I got... Shit, I can't rename Calgo. I'm doing this because... Whoop. I think I fucking misspelled that. Hold on. I did. I'm doing this because of your GIF. Okay, God, that might have been bad. Jesus Christ. There we go, we'll do that. Fucking... But there you go. There you are, proud and majestic. God damn it, I love this group so fucking much. But yeah. Was there anything that I really wanted to upgrade? I think we already did everything that we wanted to do here. Yeah, we named him. We got the one thing. Oh, conjure breeding pen. Shit. That's what I was supposed to do. Just get breeding pens in all my areas. No problem. Like, if I ever do get into it, I'm a big fan of, like, colony builders. So, like, if you know, say, oxygen not included, 100%. I cannot guarantee your guys' survival in those colony builders, though. I'm going to say that right now. There's no way in hell I'm putting that on myself. But I will name you guys, and it'll be funny if, like, you know, one of you guys ends up going down, but now we have a TikTok, if anyone. Oh, shit, let's go! Add that, make sure you add the links to our, socials and everything like that, will you please, Archer? But yeah, when I say, like, you know, we kind of have a little bit of a team going, like, I am kind of starting that as far as, I don't know. I think that what kills a lot of people trying to stream is, essentially trying to manage it all. So, we've kind of broken that up a little bit, you know, so that, like, you know, one person can focus on creating the content and making sure their hardware is good and everything like that. You know, we have one person focused on marketing and one person focusing on editing, and, like, you know, it's really neat how, like, this is all, like, set up and working. But, yeah. You know, right now it's very small and anything like that, you know, and it's all done out of everybody's just passion to see this grow. But, if anybody is interested, and you want to be a part of, like, making this grow and everything, I can always use more moderators. I can always use, you know, more people that, like, just want to go ahead and spread this to socials and everything like that. You know, I'm trying to take as much work, honest to God, off of Archer as possible. So, awesome, thank you. But, yeah, if you guys are interested in pretty much any of that, feel free to, like, message me or message, Archer himself if, like, you are interested in becoming a mod or, like, helping out, you know. So, yeah. Because I will appreciate any help that I can get, and if you become a major part of this, I'm not going to get into sort of, like, the business model I have for it just yet, but, like, I do have something in place that could potentially be enticing. Yes. But, yeah, if you're interested, like I said, just reach out, and, you know, let me know what you might be interested in doing. Shit. I gotta figure out how to use this thing. At least one space must be. Okay, that's how. We're gonna put one of our giant female toads away.
I'll never believe this.
There we go. Cool. But yeah, and as far as, like, you know, the only thing, like, it's not like a job, or it's like I, you know, go through and I'm just like, hey, you do this, hey, you do that. Like, me and Archer have, like, a decorum because, like, we realize, like, both of us want this channel to be something good, and we have that direct, like, communication of, hey, this needs to be done, hey, sir, I got it, hey, it's done. It works out easy that way, but it's not like, oh, hey, like, he is, under the lash, so to speak. You know, it is completely, if he doesn't want to do something, he knows. Like, he can just say, hey, Infrit, fuck off, like, I'm not doing that. You know, and that's fine, you know. Yeah, 100%, but, like, I'm getting it ready for, upward integration. But, you know, like, right now, yeah, you know, you're 100% right. I don't really need, you know, very much more mods. I've learned how to, like, mod a little bit so that, you know, in case something did come up and everything. Like, what's really going on is, you know, I need better ways to kind of advertise it, you know. I've realized that, you know, getting people to click on the actual profile and everything is what's going to be, like, you know... Okay, I already did that, so, we just have to wait for that to get done. So roughly a half hour, and that quest will be done. But yeah, that's pretty much what, you know, if you guys are looking to help, I mean, you don't even have to, like, be a mod to do that, you know, we can take on mods later, but, like, pretty much spreading this, getting people to click on it, you know, you don't have to twist their arm to hit follow type of deal, like, you know, but to come in, experience what we are, what the community is, you know, if you guys love this, let's grow it, you know, we're all in this together, you know. Return to Crispin and Hogsmeade. And I have to do the damn treasure map thing, which means I'm probably going to get sidetracked looking at a million fucking things over there. 10 unique beasts. Damn it. Okay. But if you need to resort to some violence, I won't judge. Yeah, you know, there are worse ideas, there are worse ideas out there than, punching somebody in the face in order to get them to listen to you. I forgot where I heard that quote, but it's growing on me. 10 years of Twitch experience. Like I said, it's... Right now, like I said, I'm not twisting anybody's arm. I'm just kind of saying, like, if you would like to help out, the big thing that we need right now is exposure. And I don't mean, like, that kind of exposure, you know. But, yeah, that's the big thing right now. And pretty much, it's happening slowly, you know. Like, all it is, it's like, oh yeah, if you can think of a way to make it happen faster, you know, we're doing what we can right now, you know. I mean, between the three of us, given a long enough timeline, we're gonna hit the average viewer count that we need. And then we get affiliate, and then Twitch starts helping us out, you know. And that's kind of the goal right now, as far as, like, a midterm goal. Our short term is to get up to 30 followers, so. You know, and I don't think it's... I don't think it's wrong to go ahead and be like, oh, hey, yeah, like, you know, these are our goals, like, let's, you know, stating them to work on them, you know. But enough business right now. Like, I just got done with classwork, and, yeah, my brain is kind of fried on, like, some technical stuff, so let's just have a good time, and, I mean, 5 to go, very near. Oh, yeah. That's the short term, is to get up to 30, and then the next week goal is going to be 40, next week goal is going to be 50. And the idea is to keep on building up and up and up and up. You know, like, this is the foundation. What we are, it'll snowball. The foundation will get bigger, and, like, the outside ones will also get bigger, and eventually it will reach a point where growth doesn't really matter anymore, because we're getting new people clicking on it just because it's already so large. I did. Yeah, having played through it 8 times, I can understand how you've collected all of that stuff. And, I don't know, I feel like if I were playing, sort of, like, not, like, in a Twitch Let's Play kind of scenario, I would probably take the time to collect all that stuff and, like, actually build it, but, I don't know, I'm trying to, like, keep it, you know, I think a lot of people would find building it up interesting, but also, like, I kind of want to keep things rolling to a degree. Like, yesterday was kind of an off day on all the collectibles and everything like that, so today, you know, we pretty much were making that available for today, where we can get into the missions and we can get some progression done. But, I think the gigantic table in the middle of the room is enough. You know, I get to meet with everybody, you know, our round table. Oh, you know what, I can't, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Steph, Geek. Okay, if we get one more person, as far as, like, our foundation, we have enough chairs still for that big table. But, yeah, your room of requirement is fucking fantastic, dude. Like, that looks really awesome. If you ever get the chance, check out Steph's stream and, have her show you, her stuff, too, because hers looks really good, too. Like, all of you guys have way more fucking creative talent than I fucking do. All I do is sit here with the sticks. Like, that's the best I can come up with. Let's see, sir, is it strange? I had ranks in my old group like Legionnaires and Centurions because perhaps called. Thought it was cool. Oh yeah, 100%. I have been a part of a lot of gaming communities, actually. I was in UEG, where we went on, like, you know, a regular structure type of deal back when I was in fucking middle school and high school. You had to actually memorize, you know, like, you know, what was it? Recruit, private, sergeant, staff sergeant, drill sergeant, and you had to memorize this in order to get there. And then, I don't know if you've seen, but I wear this purple shirt sometimes that has my fraternity letters, where you have to memorize the alphabet and everything like that. You know, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon, Zeta, Eta, Theta, Iota, Kappa, Lambda, Mu, Nu, Xi, Omicron, Phi, Rho, Sigma, Phi, Chi, Psi, no, Tau Upsilon Phi Chi Psi Omega. It's been a while, but no, I 100% like wanting to be organized, or at the very least having stuff in common that you all know, like inside jokes and whatnot, or like for the brothers song and everything for my fraternity and everything. It just builds camaraderie. So like I get like the ranking system, everything like that to keep stuff organized. However, I'm probably not going to do anything like that here. Like we have this set up as kind of like the infrastructure is more like a business. So because that's what I want to turn it into. One day I would like to have this be big enough to warrant like making the Infrit TV and the Hellfire Tavern into an LLC. You know, and really kind of like take it away. Like I have merchandise and everything. Like really, like I do want to turn this and grow this into something amazing. And anybody who jumps on board as far as helping, eventually I would love to be able to compensate them and this be our full-time thing. I mean, do you have any idea how fucking amazing that is? And a lot of the content creators out there that are fucking massive, they don't need all of that fucking money type of deal. Like, I don't need to live in a fucking mansion, man. I would rather get a big house and have all of us fucking live there. You know what I mean? That would be fucking sweet. That was my first run. It was like that before I even played my second run. Jesus. See, like, I don't know. I can't, I don't know, I don't have like the attention span sometimes to do something like because the main game isn't creating something like that. It's the actual story. Like I play the story and then I'm kind of okay, like maybe I'll come back, it's like, oh, I want to experience this again. But like if I want to play something like massively like for creativity purposes, I go into something like a colony sim, like say Satisfactory or Oxygen Not Included. Let's see. The only thing I'm updating now is the inside of the vivariums. Yeah, like I said, your vivariums and shit is like incredibly impressive. I thought he was casting some spell. Streaming house. Pretty much. Let's live in the tavern, LL. That's kind of the idea. Like, do you know how cool that would be? Like, yeah, we still have the Discord and everything like that. We have a few more people on the team, but like they're handling like we've got one team in the back that's handling like all the socials and everything like that, and up front we do have the tavern that is like like your very like cozy drinks and like people cooking and everything like that, because literally the streaming platform is making enough money that we can warrant like losing money on the business just to make it comfortable for everybody. But that's also like that would be our housing too. Like, could you imagine, like, literally, like, going up some stairs, and that's, like, all of our rooms, and, it, like, wraps around, so, like, there's, like, extra room, so anybody who happens to stop by the Hellfire Tavern, we could literally just hand them a key and be like, hey, you're staying the night, like, go fucking wild, don't puke on the fucking furniture, Since you know Oni... do you know DST? What do you mean by Oni and DST? Are you talking, is that more Halo talk, or, You're gonna have to give me some context there. Oni is a big thing in a lot of, like, stuff. For all I know, you're talking about, like, my schooling for cybersecurity. She was innocent. Oh, okay, thank you. I don't know a lot of, like, how do I put this? I forgot what it is, the abbreviations, but there's a special word for, like, the anagrams or whatever. But, it's better to spell things out. Like, when you say, SMH and SMU, I don't know what those mean. Like, and I refuse to fucking Google them. Like, I am not that okay, not tech savvy, but pop culture savvy. I know, I'm an old man, get off my fucking lawn. But, yeah. I know Don't Starve. I haven't done Don't Starve together, like, I know it exists, but you'll find that I don't have a whole lot of friends who are willing to play video games with me, unfortunately. Right now I'm actually going through a whole crisis where, like, somebody, the whole reason this started was I wanted to set up a weekly thing with my friends, and then my friends all disappeared. So I started streaming. Now the friends are coming back. They're like, hey, we want to play games with you all of a sudden. And it's just like, I don't know if I fucking want to anymore. Like, I like streaming. If I take time, to do that with you, I'm taking time away from, like, up to 25 other people. I'm not sure if I really want to do that. Especially not after, like, what they put me through. So, I played a lot of DST. You mean Archer can do it. Yeah, well, there is technology issues when it comes to some of that. We're looking at, Core Keepers, let's see, Deep Rock Galactic is one. Steph and me are actually thinking about, collaborating a little bit and streaming together on some, Deep Rock Galactic, if we can figure out that it's, like, cross-platform and everything like that. There's a few things. The Forest would be another really fun one to do with friends. There's a lot of them out there. Satisfactory. I'd be 100% to do so. I just have to figure out some more stuff when it comes to, like, my tech and everything like that and some settings. But, yeah, I'm 100% open to, like, stuff like that. Like, in the Discord, in the recommended games, post your ideas for stuff like that. That's what that's for.
So sorry, Mr.
Go in there, say, like, hey, like, just like the movie night, for instance, in which case, we need to have a meeting, actually, Archer, about the movie night to figure out what's going on with that. But, yeah, like, as far as, like, hey, like, if there's games that you would like to play with me, yes, let's get into a meeting. Let's talk about it. Let's get something set up. We'll host an event for it. Like, we'll advertise that shit. It'll be fucking great. If you guys want, if you want to see more multiplayer games, if you want to see more adventure games, like, I'm open to all suggestions. But, I can't possibly know what you guys want if you don't tell me what you want, So, use those sections. That's why I created it. For sure. Let's see, yeah, Don't Starve Together is the reason why I have the patience to do base keeping. Yeah, like, I don't know. Every time I've tried to do it, like, every time I have tried to be creative, my group is always like, oh no, we need progression. But every time I'm in there like, we need progression, my group's always like, no, let's build the base. So I've just learned to kind of like, I just focus on the progression and let everybody else build the base, and then every now and then I'll make use of whatever they've done. Same here, I was left alone, I made the Legion, and we did D&D for 5 years or something, but peeps moved on, I get 0 DMs, so it's time to rebuild. Yeah, well, that's what happens, is you really need, like, consistency. If you don't have consistency, like, your stuff will, like, eventually just drift apart and fall apart, and typically once you have the community able to maintain itself, like, any community that has, like, they're only together because of one figurehead is rough. That's why I'm trying to make the Hellfire Tavern a autonomous thing. So yes, definitely, if you want something like that, use the tavern, man. Like, it might not be the Legion, but you will always have a place in the tavern. Let me put it that way. I am trying to think of, like, decent hashtags for us too. I don't know if I want to do I don't know, Hellhounds, like, that seems too mainstream. Demon Dogs, I wanted to kind of put a spin on Demon Dogs, because it's like, hey, yeah, like, we all, like, live with our demons every day, and, like, Infrit kind of looks like a dog. So that one made more sense. So I'm leaning toward Demon Dog. So it might not be the Legion, but, I mean, you could be a Demon Dog, or you could be a Hellhound. Like, so if you have any ideas for hashtags, like, that are similar, to that, woof woof, god damn it. I want it to be, no, I want it to be cool, though. I want it to be something, like, we can be proud of. You know what I mean? Like, no joke. I do want it to be something cool, And, like, maybe it's, like, my stupid, like, side of my brain that's, like, the starry-eyed kid. But, like, imagine if I were at, like, PAX or something, or I was doing a panel type of deal, and, like, the other content creators get on. It's like, oh, yeah, like, give it up for this person type of deal. But all of the Hellhounds, right? All of the Hellhounds knew. It's like, you don't applaud. You don't, like, clap or anything. Like, all of the Hellhounds know. You do not clap type of deal when they announce me. You fucking howl. I know it's fucking cringe. I know it's bad. But I would fucking love that. It's just like, oh, yeah, fucking here's Ixtayu, yeah, here's la-di-da, yeah, and here's Infrit. Oh, oh, God, that would be fucking neat, man. You guys got me daydreaming. What about the Rippers? Well, I mean, we're not murderers, and we're not really that British. Like, nah, I think, yeah, like, if you know the lore of, like, so for one, like, the lore of, like, in, Ifrit is, like, it is a, it is a, like, demonic entity, essentially. Um, and, like, I do want it kind of associated. So something I find very interesting in, like, some of the books I read and everything like that is, like, the duality of things, but when you flip it. So things that are universally known as bad, they're just, like, kind of just there. Like, there's no such thing as the good or bad kind of thing. And one of my favorite ones was, when they took, in one of the books I watch, it's, I think it's Kingdom of the Wicked. But they essentially are just like, oh yeah, like, we all just exist as far as, like, demons and devils and whatnot. Like, they're treated as, like, everyday, like, people, like you and me. And, yeah, they just exist. They're not, like, they're not actually evil. They're not actually, like, trying to ruin anything. They're just there. Even though, like, we see demons and devils as universally, like, evil entities. It's like, they're not portrayed like that in those books, and I kind of like that. So, I kind of want to have the same moniker for, us, Sebastian. We do need to figure that one out. We're waiting for the full there. But this is on the other side of the map, so we're going to wait on that one. So we're going to go talk to Sebastian. But yeah, that's kind of the criteria that I'm looking for when it comes to that hashtag. But I want to be able to use that so, like, when we have followers and everything like that, like, everybody can, like, interact that way, And I want it to be very much, like, I want it to be unique, which is where I don't think Hellhounds would be good, but Demon Dogs might be. But yeah, this is some of the stuff I'm working on, and really all it is making the channel and the platform more accessible to everybody. Or maybe I'm overthinking it. Like, give me your honest opinion. Am I overthinking this and I should just not even fucking worry about hashtags, or, Asante. Aye. Hashtag Kindle. God damn it. I think you guys are, like, focusing on the dog thing and not so much the other aspect of it. But, like, no. Like, I don't know. Like, yes, it is a business. Yes, we're all in this together. But I feel like I, more than anything, need to be proud of, like, what we're putting out. The kennel, as far as a place, like, no, it is the Hellfire Tavern. But, like, I don't want it to be, like, referencing as far as the hashtag the place. I want it to reference the group. Like, what do we call the Hellfire Tavern's patrons? What do you become when you, like, choose to, like, sign on with the Hellfire Tavern? Like, these are the questions that are going through my head right now. And like I said, they keep jumping to, Hellhounds. They keep jumping to, oh shit, did I already do this one? Or did I not? But that's where it keeps Firefangs. See, that one's pretty decent. Neuter, goddamn. Fucking A, man. I mean, it's why I'm here, is to provide entertainment, but Jesus fucking Christ, guys, like, you could be fucking, like, somewhat nice about it. Shit. Doing all of this for you guys, and then you fucking treat it as a joke? Yeah, you might be full of ideas, but you're also full of shit. Jerk. God damn it. And see, this is why I am the figurehead of this whole never constipated. Oh my fucking god. This is why I am the face, is because you would make a mockery of it too much and nobody would want to deal with it because they're like, he's not taking us seriously. Fuck me. The burning. no, I would think that if you guys want your name associated with something like hashtag neutered, whatever, like, I think you guys are missing the point that, like, it's for all of us. It refers to all of us, not just me. So if you could stop with your whole, like, oh, hey, like, let's abuse Infrit some more mentality for, like, 30 goddamn seconds and put some thought into it. Shit. I'm disappointed. In fact, you know what? I'm out of coffee anyway. I think I need a break from all of this fucking abuse, man. Like, this is an idea that I'm passionate about. But if you have any ideas for it, serious ideas, please throw that up in one of the sections for Discord. But no, I'm serious. But I am 100% serious that it is something I'm working on, and it's like, it's kind of like, you know, okay, Infrit came about because, you know, I go by Infrit. Like, I've always gone by Infrit. You know, the Hellfire Tavern came up because, like, dude, it's just, it's neat. Like, that was, like, a cool name. Like, I could be proud of it and everything, so it stuck, you know? And we gotta realize, like, whatever we choose here, like, this is, I don't want to have to change it later. Like, how bad would that be? It's like, oh, that doesn't sound cool anymore. I want to change it. No, like, I want it to be a permanent thing. So, like, when you are coming up with the ideas, please, for the love of God, like, do so with, like, you know, we're making a legacy here, you know. But, anyway, I'm gonna go re-up on my coffee real quick and kinda, you know, the Hellfire Pack. I don't know, that seems... Post them in the Discord, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at it. We'll discuss them. We'll make a poll maybe, or like, you know, we'll discover it from there. 100%. Like, the Hellfire Pack seems all right, but I think we can refine that one to something. We'll figure it out. But I'm gonna re-up on my coffee. I will return shortly, guys.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have.
Alright, I am back. I have re-upped on my coffee. But, yes, like, that is another thing that, I am working on to try to increase, you know, our exposure and, give everybody in the community something to, you know, be proud of, you know. You can't expect people to fight for something that they're not proud of, you know. But, yeah, I expect that'll be, like, kind of fun, you know. Build the brand, so to speak.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use crucial
Thanks for the welcome.
access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to...
But yeah, we have decided that we are not. We are going to, my first playthrough, I learned all the, like, curses and everything. This playthrough, I'm not going to.
Save Anne.
Precisely. I plan
Like, I am going to try to talk him out of, like, using the curses every opportunity that I get.
Understand.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise, I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more...
Damn it, I need reinforcements to stop you, sir.
And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark...
He came in and he had his wand up. Is that how he's, like, finding his way around?
I'd never...
Because I remember we were talking about that.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I didn't know it was like a spell he was using. I thought it was just like a passive thing.
I'll be on my way.
Okay. I think that that's cool that they added that, because now that I know that that's a thing, it was just like, oh hey.
Letting this go.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna call something right now, okay? When it comes to Ominous, right? The last time something dumb happened that like made no sense, like he reacted very violently. Now you all saw. Like I was like, no, we need to tell Ominous. Like that's the right thing to do. Don't use the curse. So if the dialogue goes against that, I'm gonna be a little fucking triggered.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from
Okay,
Going
thank
after
you.
That relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible.
I
as
was
that
so fucking ready for him to be like, why aren't you including me? It's like, dude, I was just fucking coming to bat for you. What the fuck are you talking about? Is it your response?
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
That's kind of fucked.
Horrible story.
It is.
We're looking at these powerful fucking curses and we died to carbon monoxide poisoning.
I practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please.
That's a big oof.
Anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, some things just should not be meddled with. But yeah, this playthrough, I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep us away from the curses. Were you just fucking waiting there for me the whole fucking time, bro? Like, you got mad and then left, and you're just standing outside the fucking door for that whole thing? Dude, Sebastian, man. I don't know what to do with you. Just fucking creepy, bro. I don't like it. Let's see. Okay, we're still waiting for that, so we're gonna do this. Snap it. No, I don't know. Maybe at a later point, you know, I'll try going through as essentially like I'll name my character freaking Lord Voldemort, and I'll go through in the Slytherin house like being just a dick to everybody. God damn it. Okay. Let me ask you something, Archer, okay? Like, would you be proud of that if that's what you are known as? Is that something you would want to walk into a room and proudly declare, like, yes, I am a member of the fucking hot dogs? Just saying.
Likely this astronomy table will be best.
The boy who lived come to die. And this is why it's probably better that I'm, that we're in the positions that we're in. I'm just gonna point that out right now. So when I say, like, you know, why, like, you know, these are our lots in life, this is that moment I'm talking about. When I say, because, remember that moment, this is that moment. Let's see, the boy who lived come to die. Yeah, 100%, like, I would kill to, like, come through here. Or maybe I'll name him Tom Riddle. No, I don't want to do that. I want to name him Lord Voldemort so that, it's just kind of like, you know, you guys should have known. Like, you have a new student show up in the itinerary, it's like, oh yeah, you know, okay, we're taking attendance, alright, Becca, here! Sam, present, he. Douche. Oh, and, oh look, it's a little Lord Voldemort, how are you? You know, it's just like... Oh, God.
Is Highwing alright? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Can you fucking just imagine? That's all it... They just rip back, like, you know, he's standing behind the curtains, they take away the curtains type of deal, the sunlight hit there. So, what the fuck?
I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that something
Oh,
had to do with
man.
me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this...
Well, I don't know, because, like, save for, like, the emblem of Besaid Island, and, like, that's only in Final Fantasy X, like, the marked, like, I don't think the Ifrit really have a mark. So that's where it's like, you know, I need to do a little bit more research into it, maybe, if they do, but, like, we don't really use a mark, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, I don't know, the name represents us just as much as we represent the name, so that's why I'm, like, putting so much thought into it.
Not to worry, Poppy.
It's a good idea, like, I'll think about, you know, it'll be, like, on the list, but it's one of those, like, you know, like I said, why is, like, Hellhounds, like, one? Well, fire, you know, hell, you know, we talk about this kind of stuff, you know, the avatar for us as far as, like, the mascot and everything, you know, same thing with the demon dogs, you know, so that's why, like, those are kind of along the lines, and, I mean, it might be kind of challenging to go ahead and find something that actually works, and it might take some time to actually do, but, yeah, that's just, you know, I'm just kind of trying to, like, kind of put out there, it's like, hey, like, you know, I'm thinking about this thing, like, here's kind of the criteria for it, you know, let me know what you guys think, you know, and, hopefully we'll be able to come up with something.
An entire castle to roam.
Fireborn.
You
Too
choose
much.
to wander here.
Please,
We'll add it
don't
to the
want any
list.
trouble.
Like, I'm just kind of compiling, like, different ideas.
Do you take us for fools? The
Because I don't want it to be, like,
notice more and more of
a
your
super
current
popular thing. I
abilities.
think Fireborn leans way too much into, like, the Souls game, and I want it to be, I do want it to be generalized as well.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
And I want it to pertain to, like, you know, we play a lot of adventure games, you know.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps
Yeah, like, you know, we're gamers, we go on adventures, we beat the shit out of things, you know. Oh god, get wrecked.
That's the third time I've seen a Dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure.
Just
Look
skipping
around.
rocks.
If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Don't mind me, I'm just definitely paying attention to the story here. Skipping my rocks. You know, I will 100%, I will 100% agree that, like, I don't know, it'll probably be a while before I'm just like, yes, like, this is, like, what we're going to use, because, like, I'm incredibly difficult to, impress. I will find a reason why it's a bad idea every time. Because once you say it out loud, once you set it in stone, you know, there's no going back, and I don't want it to be like, you know, oh, we've decided on something, and, shit, now we can't take it back, so.
Poachers were here.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to compile a list, and I'm going to start using it as if it is, like, the moniker and everything, you know.
Let's keep searching.
I'll see how, like, nice it feels to say, whether it rolls off the tongue. You know, people can come back and be like, dude, like, you calling us that was cool. I'll use that as, like, you know, my way of deciding whether it's a good idea or not.
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Yeah, like I said, honest to God, compile I don't care how big the list is. I will read through every single fucking one of them, as long as you keep them serious. If I keep finding joke ones, like, I'm gonna give up on trying to use the damn Discord. But yeah, if you have serious ideas for it, you know, like I said, it represents you guys as much as it does me, but, you know, it is our brand, you know. It's Infrit and the Hellfire Tavern. It's our establishment. And I don't know, it needs to be quick, it needs to be clean, it needs to state what we're doing, what we're trying to do, where we're going. God, it's a lot for, like, what at max will be, like, 3 words. I'll share some, too, if it's cool. Oh, yeah, like I said, the Discord is for everybody's use. That is not, like, you know, you can reach me on there and everything like that, just stick to the proper channels. You know what I mean? So, like, if you have a serious recommendation, hit me up on that. I don't care if you recommend a million fucking games. As long as they're serious ideas, use it. Media, if you have pictures, if you have shit that you want to, like, throw up there, go ahead, you know. Like I said, just don't abuse it, and, like, you know, we're all good.
That's it. Infrit is the word.
Because that's kind of like, you know, I want everybody to have fun, but at the same time, like, I also want it to be, like, I don't want it to get so clustered that nobody can do anything. Aye. Thank you, sir. But, we'll get back to the game. I'm just, yeah, I've done stated it 3 million times, like, ADD brain. It's not just my gameplay, like, I get lost on tangents all the fucking time. See, HDDs. Oh, hey. I almost walked right by that. Yeah, if you are like a graphic designer or something, there's a whole section. Look in the welcome area. If it's your creations and everything and you want to put it out there, to kind of give like the idea of like what I'm doing with that is like, you know, for one, I was getting flogged by a ton of people coming in here trying to just sell me like pictures and whatnot. So I was like, okay, what's an easy way to kind of like handle that so they don't take over the stream, but also like I can still try to help them. So it's kind of like the back rooms of like the tavern. Like I'm putting up art galleries. So like if anybody actually wants to like help my channel versus just trying to sell me something, there's a space for that. And hopefully I can just easily be like, it's like, oh, you know, they come in, hey, what's up? It's like, hey, can I ask you something? Like, you know, are you interested in buying this? I can be like, look at the about me. Like, I'm playing a game. Stop it. You know. And it would be nice to have, like, people actually start to populate that a bit. So, by all means, like, that area is for you guys. And, like, the idea is, like, you've got a general thing where you're posting stuff, and the people who are like, hey, I want to be a part of the channel, I want to be a part of this platform, then I give you your own gallery. And then, hopefully, what will happen is anybody who's attracted to the platform will also be able to see your gallery. So, like, if there's other streamers and, like, ooh, I like that image, boom, it exposes, you know, your artwork to them, and it exposes my channel to anybody you're trying to, like, you know, reach out to. Mutually beneficial.
To run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Oh yeah, feel free. I would say if you're not trying to, like, I guess turn it into a business, use the media. Definitely media would be, like, more of what you're trying to do there, I think.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain.
Yeah, like, I'd say if you're trying to, like, I guess grow, like, your own, like, artwork and, like, reach a higher audience, use, we'll go ahead and use the showrooms and everything like that. But if you're just like, hey, like, look at this cool stuff that I did, that's probably going to be, media is going to be your best bet. And thanks for the question. We might want to go ahead and make sure to, like, reiterate that for people, because that might get confusing.
Well, we're thinking. Will they join us?
They say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want.
But yeah, feel free to share whatever you want. Like I said, the tavern is being made for what, like, everybody really wants. Or at least I'm doing my best to make it for what everybody really wants. Because, you know, people showing up to the tavern, you know, that's supporting us type of deal. And I want to equally, like, support them as well. You know? Not a problem, Caesar. But yeah, one of the ideas, how, like, the architecture, like, kind of came into place, well, infrastructure, I should say, came into place was I was actually talking to some friends about streaming with them. Because we had one person who was big into, like, multiplayer games and everything like that. There was me who loved, like, adventure games like this and everything like that. And then, we had another friend who DJ'd and was trying to turn that into a business. So the idea was to have a platform that incorporated all 3 of our, like, passions and what we were trying to do.
What's going on down there?
But, you know, of course it was a lot of, you know, they were more talk than actual do, so it never really took off.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. You just have to, like, let us know, and we'll see what we can do. Because, like, when I think of a tavern, like, I don't think bar. Like, a lot of people fall into that trap. Like, I do not think bar. I think it's a place that is, like, a general, just meeting ground. You meet there. There are drinks. Doesn't have to be alcoholic. There's food. Like, commerce is happening. Like, there's a job board. pretty much everything can happen there. You've got bards singing, you've got people drawing, like...
They've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the look
It's legitimately, it is a meeting ground for everybody.
they likely have for it.
And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a center of commerce and, like, you know, talk and discussion and, people showing off, like, what they create and, like, you know, they can kind of, like, just be themselves and have a good time. God damn it, Archer. Well, given that you would probably be, like, you know, the person in charge of that, that's going to be your fault if that actually happens, so. I prefer you have a little bit of freaking faith in yourself. But yeah, you know, I think it's also kind of neat how, like, everything kind of came together. Because, like, I've wanted to, like, do this for a very long time. I was terrified of, like, oh, is my, you know, is my technology up to par? Is my, like, equipment up to par? Can I learn the software? Oh, how am I going to edit this? Oh, I need graphics. And, like, I just kind of got stuck in my own head. And, like, what really happened was just, you know, what was really necessary is I just needed to be pretty much told, like, hey, like, you just worry about playing the games and being likable, you know. And, like, I started with that, and I'm kind of branching into, you know, a couple of things here and there, but it's pretty neat. I still fucking... Yeah. There's drinks, it doesn't have to be, you know, alcohol, and there's food, doesn't have to be good. Jesus Christ. I can't believe you would even say something like that. Whoop. Ah. Oh, I thought you were dead. There we go.
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, bro, friend?
Oh, making sharing stories and business quests. I think it reset my paging stuff. I think when I go ahead and take my break later, I'm gonna look into that, because it's, this was actually, believe it or not, this was very, very smooth. So I think something happened in my settings again, because I had it figured out, and now it's like, oh, hey, I don't want to work for you anymore. Maybe the settings didn't change. There you are. That's who I was looking for. I was like, I know one of you is using shit. Yeah, man, why is it doing that? Oof. Okay, it's starting to kinda peter out a little bit. But yeah, I think I gotta look into my stuff a little bit more. Or maybe the next time I play this, I'll move it over to my I'll move this over to my HDD too. Or I mean not my HDD, my SDD. But nah. I did hear that, like, when they ported everything, it was not the best port to PC. Yeah, you got ale. Yeah, pretty much.
Revelio.
Aim for the ring at the front of her restraints.
Accio.
Or maybe it's because we're inside. I don't know, I didn't notice too much when we were flying around on the broom, so.
This may have been a bad idea.
It's really weird. I think I'm gonna move all of my streaming stuff over to Yeah, my SSD. It's still pulling from the HDD. I don't understand why, though. I'll figure it out, guys. If you can be somewhat patient about my tech and everything, because I did just go through the upgrade, I'd be most appreciative. But I am starting to think it's just the port, because, like, I played God of War smooth. It was perfectly fine. So why this is stuttering, I have no freaking idea.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing
I'll double
I
check
found
the
was dragon egg.
graphic settings too, just to be
The
sure.
swords, which cannot be
Sometimes my graphics software likes to try to change around my graphics in game.
Since the dragon we freed flew off,
They call
does
it
that mean we get to keep the egg?
optimizing.
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble?
Yeah, because apparently I hear that word travels fast at Hogwarts.
They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Oh yeah, 100%. Okay, mister. But yeah, as far as Legionnaires and everything like that, you know, now go ahead, you know, make sure, you know, you let them know that, like, you know, let them know about me and everything like that, you know, that way, you know, because the tavern is, you know, kind of like for the platform of all that we're doing here as well, so. But, yeah, and hopefully we can get we can keep building that foundation, man. That would be really freaking neat. And I'm a big fan of like D&D and everything too. I just don't ever find, like, you know, any way to actually play it. I would love to, though.
Learned the transformation spell.
Let me see real quick. Yeah, no. Graphics are all low.
After you've completed the required task,
Maybe if I switch it to like windowed mode or something like that.
field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Yeah, like, unfortunately, like, yes, like, I do want to, like, help as many people as possible, but I also have to keep in mind that, like, oh yeah, like, you know, the tavern is kind of built on, like, its own foundations as well, so I've got to keep all of this in mind. But, dude, awesome. Like I said, I will, hopefully, like I said, if what I'm doing here helps you build that community, like I said, I want it to all kind of, like, be integrated to a degree. But also keep in mind, like, we are working on, like, you know, that whole hashtag type of deal. So, it's going to be really weird if, like, we have two groups, so you might want to get into the mindset of, like, okay, like, these might not be the Legionnaires, but, like, you know, we will form a group, 100%. We will form a community. If that is indeed what we want to do. Collect the field guide page from the book. Okay, so all I have to do is go to the library, I think, to get the transfiguration stuff. We could maybe do something, even instead of going like hounds, we could do something with like phoenixes. You know. It came to mind where it's just like, yeah, you know, it's like, yeah, like the legionnaires might have, they might be gone now, but, you know, from the ashes something will rise.